I grew up not liking math at all, and I think that transferred into my teaching as well.
11, and we have what we are trying to get teachers to do is to shift their thinking. We want them to not believe that their math experiences have to be their students' math experiences. Kids could have such a much richer and fuller experience with mathematics if given that opportunity.
The collaboratory is really about saying yes. It's about remembering that if we want to change as mathematics educators, we have to experiment. We have to try new things. We have to iterate.
Exactly. So because
Getting to be a part of the collaboratory last year kind of helped shift my thinking and my overall mindset about math, not only from a teacher's standpoint, but I began to realize I can do this and like I can actually understand math.
It was different than other PDs I've been to because they're not teaching you necessarily exactly what to do, but they're teaching you ways to think about math differently so that I can help my students begin to push them to think about math more conceptually.
in our professional development workshops, the teachers really do a lot of the cognitive work. We're not providing the teachers with plans to do the work and just go to their classrooms and replicate what we give them. What we're trying to provide them first is a base of understanding, a base of knowledge about really rich pedagogy that can work in any environment, wherever they are. We're giving them a way to think about their practice as math teachers and mathematicians.
The teachers that come to the Educators Collaboratory, whether they come for the first time or the second time when we move into more advanced work that moves into planning and moves into practice, I hope that they'll leave and go back to their schools really empowered to be change agents, to really understand deeply, to deeply believe that it can look different.
My goal then became, I wanted my students to love math. It wasn't even about wanting them to get a certain concept or do a certain thing. It was, I wanted them to walk away with a love for it, like I had discovered.
Explain how you have this answer and how it works to get that exact answer.
What does that do for you as a mathematician?
It makes me understand, like just understand what I'm doing instead of just saying, oh, I memorized this, I know this equals that. It kind of makes you think more deeply into it.
As teachers, we tend to get into a routine of things or get comfortable with the ways we've been teaching. So for any teachers who are looking just to grow themselves as mathematicians and as a result be able to see their students grow, I would highly recommend it.
Getting to experience and see how to create a powerful community. You're able to then build this community in your own classroom. And I think that that is really fascinating to see, because I think we limit our students, but really if we just allow them the space and set our expectations really high, they will totally surprise you.
You're taking away 9, so you can't have a whole number.
I know how it made me feel and how it made my students feel, and the feedback I got from parents of my students saying, you made a real difference this year for my child, that just, I think will just stay with me for a long time.